welcome to my post playthrough reaction of Gone Home. The story of misunderstood sexuality, of parents not understanding or not wanting to understand, and of young love, I guess, if I try to put it into nice words. It's a good game. Like I said in the very first video, I think this was one of the first walking simulators, and yeah, it was good. It has all those things that people love to complain about, and I really liked it. It had a nice reveal of the story. It's a good game. I really like how it makes me think. I really like how they did the characters, just all the stuff. I really liked it. I mean, of course, for me the obvious question becomes, hey, how does it compare to other walking sims or parkour games which have a huge overlap with walking sims, because parkour games are largely, they tend to be very much like walking sims, but where the walking is also a challenge. So how does it compare to things like, well, things that I compare it to are A Story About My Uncle and Valley, and especially What Remains of Edith Finch. And I think it's on par with things like A Story About My Uncle and Valley. It's great at telling the story. That's what really those games aren't just great at. Telling a good story in an amazing way. It doesn't reach the level of completely ridiculously awesome that What Remains of Edith Finch was, but that's a really unfair comparison. But yeah, I fear this might be an extremely short video because I don't have a lot to say. Just, it's really good. It really did exactly what it needed to do. So yeah. I mean, some things that I would like to, that I have going on in my mind are kind of, how bright was it of Katie not to, I don't know, try to call on a more regular basis, or just mainly the parents were just utter shit, and then I kind of get the feeling that, hey, as sibling, then you should jump in and help support your younger sibling. Because, no, I'm not familiar with this situation, but I am familiar with situations where parents drive the kid absolutely mad, or just where a sibling definitely needs some help and the parents are not the people who are really able to give it. And then you have to step in as a big brother. Or, well, I guess you don't have to, but you want to. And yeah, I think a lot of this shoots, I don't know, it feels like we shouldn't be figuring this out as the character. Maybe we aren't figuring this out as the character, but yeah, I feel like we should know this all already. I mean, they did say that, hey, you knew about her homosexuality already. But it feels like she needed more support. And she got, of course, a lot of support from Lonnie. But, I don't know, it feels like she also needed some support. Just, yeah, to me it feels like, hey, as big sister, you probably should have... It's complicated, because, hey, what should you do as sibling? What responsibility do you have? That's one of those things that I do always think of. Hey, what responsibility do you have as a sibling? Oh, and by the way, something that's really annoying me now. This doesn't transition well. This is too low, but yeah, not relevant. But yeah, it's one of those questions of what should you do as a sibling? What are you responsible for? How much responsibility do you need to take onto yourself? Because on one side, you're not a parent or something, but on the other, yeah, you're not a parent, you are a sibling. You have a lot of things that... You also have a very important role. And sometimes that role for me is be the annoying one, so you are not going to run into problems with your parents, but there are just a lot of things. Another one that I know very well is, hey, let's be angry at our parents when they are very annoying, and yeah, actually process being angry. Learn how to deal with that. As you can probably guess, I'm really taking to this as, hey, you're an older sibling. Because I myself am an older sibling, and there is stuff I feel you are kind of not responsible for, but that you should take responsibility for. But yeah, I mean, it does it very well. It makes me think, and I really like games that manage to do that. So yeah, Gone Home. It's a good game. It does exactly what I wanted from it. And that's not tell a particular story, because I didn't know the story when I was coming in. But it made me think, which was exactly what I wanted it to do. It's exactly what I will want from these types of games. And that's always what these games are good at. And so yeah, Gone Home, I really like it. I can see why people make a problem of it. I don't think they have a reason to. I think their reasoning for it is absolutely stupid, but I can see why people would complain about it. Because, well, people love to make problems out of, oh no, homosexuality or stuff like that. To which I say, why do you have a problem for it? And then they never have good reasoning for it, so fuck off if you can't support your reasoning. If you can't support your negativity with reasoning, then you don't have a reason. Fuck right off. But yeah, I see why people would have a problem with it, and I think that's largely why I like it. Fuck gameplay if it means a better game. And fuck making everybody comfortable if that means that you can tell a better story. I really like it. Well done. This has been Phoenix, saying farewell.